Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrapped in Plastic, a channel where I discuss everything related to Barbie. Well, in today's video we're gonna talk about doll hair. As you know, there are different types of fibers in the market, and I've done reroutes for the past 5 years. I'm getting better over the years, but I tried using different techniques, different types of hair fiber, and I want to talk to you about the ones that are on the market, but mostly the ones that I'm using right now and I recommend for each type of work that you want to do with your doll. So let's start with the first fiber. We're going to start with yarn. Yarn is very popular right now among rerouters, people that do doll wigs also. There are different kinds of techniques that you can apply to yarn. I tried two techniques. The first one is just to take little pieces of yarn and with a comb just comb it out, and you can use a hair straightener at the end just to be nice and soft, and you can apply it like normal hair on dolls. The other thing that you can use with yarn is to recreate the dreadlocks look that I actually done in one of my dolls that I'm gonna show you right now. So this is a doll that I was talking about. She is a Hello Kitty Barbie that I found on a flea market a few years ago. I didn't really like the style of her hair, so I decided to do a little upgrade. And I found this very nice yarn with different types of colors and sizes. And I thought it would be nice to go with a little more punk rock look for her because she has the face for it, as you can see. I also flock the hair all around with pink flocking velvet. I'm gonna do a tutorial in a few weeks showing how you can achieve this type of result. But as you can see, this works really well if you want to do one kind of a dreadlock look. And I also applied here a few things just to give it a little extra punch, and she looks pretty red. I really like this doll. You can just do different types of things with the hair. It's very good to play with and try some new stuff. So yarn, it's a little tricky working with it, especially if you are working with this yarn that it's really thick. The needle, of course, has to be bigger. And to do a reroute with yarn, I actually insert the needle on top of the doll head. The needle comes below here the neck, and then I pull it up with the yarn, and then you get this type of effect. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's not time consuming. It's just that you have to be patient with, especially if you want to do like this big dread look. It will take a while just to put the yarn on the needle. So make sure you find a needle with a big hole. It helps a lot in recreating this. But in yarn, you can try to work with any type of yarn. It's very inexpensive. You find it everywhere. And you can try to recreate this look, or like I said, just do a little mesh and with a comb. Basically use a dog comb because the dog combs are the best. I'm gonna grab one so you can see. This dog comb or dog brush, these are the best if you want to just comb your yarn and achieve that silky, almost natural feel look, to do some doll wigs or even to reroute the hair if you want. I've done that technique on a doll beard for a project. She was the bearded lady. I'm gonna try to find a picture of her because she's actually at my parents' house to post it so you can have a look how she turned out. But yeah, you can do many types of things with yarn, and if you're starting, this is a very good material to use. It's easy, it's inexpensive, so you can have fun and try different kinds of stuff. Next doll fiber that we're going to talk about is the very famous Saran that you can find in almost every Barbie right now. I think 90 or 95% of the Barbies nowadays use Saran hair. It's very inexpensive and you can actually find it in a lot of places. I'll leave some links below where you can find it and buy it. I'm going to show you some of the projects that I've done and the types of things that you can achieve with Saran hair, because lots of people tell you that you cannot use a curling iron or a straightening iron. That's a lie, let me tell you. You have to be careful, of course, because it burns really easy, but trust me, I've done lots of different experiences and it all paid off. Okay, let me show you a doll that I made. It was one of my first reroots, so the hair is straightened. I used two different colors of hair for her. She's not my best work, let me just say that, but she was the first one that I did, so I'm going to show it to you. Right here, so this is Mitch. As you can see, she has long hair. I didn't find my dog brush a while ago while I was prepping all the dolls for the videos, so she's not very well combed, but you can have a look. I don't know if you can tell, but she has two different types of hair color. And Saran, you see the feel, it's nice, it's silky, but it's very shiny, so it actually has like this plasticky look about it. But it's very easy to work with. If you're starting to reroot, I really recommend to start with Saran because it's not really expensive. You can find it in a lot of places. And you can have a nice experience with it and try different things. Like I said, you can mix colors, you can cut the hair short, you can curl the hair if you want. I'll show you a few of my other works that I've done before. The technique that I used for this doll at the time, it was the zigzag technique on the top of the head. Let me just show you. It's not the one that I use right now. Let me see if my camera focus. But I hope you can see a little bit. This technique I saw in a lot of tutorials when I was starting my adventure. It's not my favorite. Right now I do it completely different. I think the result it looks much better than this one, and it's not that difficult to achieve. But again, talking about the hair fiber, Saran comes in many different colors. You have this same plain colors, you have Saran with, it's already pre-curled, so if you don't want to just grab a curling iron or go through the process of braiding the hair and put it in hot water and then cold water and wait like a day until it's finished, you can buy a curly Saran and just reroot it that way. The effect is almost the same. And then there are some types of Saran fibers that they change color regarding the heat. If it's cold, it's a different color. If it's warm, the hair changes color. So it's pretty nice. But those types of fibers, and I used them in one of my projects last year. The thing is, the hair, it's not as smooth on the touch and it's fuller, so you don't want to use a lot of hair when you're rebooting with that type of Saran hair. But either way, as you can see, this is the plain Saran hair, totally straight. But like I said, you can achieve different types of results, like this one right here. This is actually Saran hair. She had straight hair. I had a picture of her on my Instagram and I'm gonna put it right here. And then I was just going crazy and I said, let me try something different. So I tried to curl her hair, but in a way like an afro. So it turned out like this. I really like the result. It's very wild. I think it fits her face beautifully. And like I said, people will tell you, oh, no, you cannot do that because Saran will melt or burn or whatever. Trust me, it's not, okay? It's perfectly fine. You can start to curl your hair today and you'll be fine. Just follow a few instructions. I'm gonna tell you how to do it and you'll be fine with it. Another one that I have here, let me grab her. This one, the hair is a little bit of a mess because she was inside of a box. She actually has loose curls that I did. She had straight hair also. Let me try to show you. This has some box hair problem because she was sitting on a box for a long time, and girl, she needs a makeover right now. But as you can see, the hair, it's nice and curly. It just needs to be combed and probably redone a few of the curls. But like I said, you can do this with Saran. Some people will tell you nylon is the way to go, but if you want to achieve this and you don't want to buy nylon, you don't like nylon, go with Saran because it's worth it. Some tips if you work with Saran and you want to straighten your doll hair. Even if you're not doing any reroot and you have a doll that you buy on the store, but she has curly or wavy hair and you want to straighten the hell out of the hair, you can use a straightening iron. You need to buy one that you can actually work the temperature up and down. They are a little bit more expensive, but it's worth to invest in one that you can actually put a little bit more hot or cold if you want. And when you want to straighten a doll's hair, the thing that you want to do with your curling iron is to put it in your low setting possible. Be patient, you have to do it probably around 2 or 3 times so the hair be completely flat, but the results are good. Just put it in a low setting, and then before you start passing the straightening iron through the doll's hair, make sure doll hair is protected with water, and if you have some cream like some hair cream or curling cream or straightening cream, put a little bit on the hair and then move the straightening iron through it. You'll hear that sizzling sound, but it's not the hair burning, it's just the iron doing their thing. Moving up to another hair fiber, the very famous nylon that almost, I think, like 90% of the people that do reroots that I see online, they really like to use nylon hair. If you want to do a wavy hair, the type of fiber that nylon is, it actually holds the curl better and quicker than Saran hair. And if you want to straighten the hair, you can achieve that look way faster than with Saran hair. But I bought a few bags of nylon like some months ago because I'm doing a project right now where I needed a type of color that I didn't find in Saran, and I don't really like the touch. It's not as soft as Saran hair, let me tell you that. But I can see and I can tell you that, right, if you want to curl it, it holds the curl for way longer and way faster than Saran hair. And if you want to use a curling iron, a straightening iron, it doesn't burn as fast. Actually, it's more heat resistant. I think from all the fibers that I'm going to talk about today, nylon is the more heat resistant that you can find. There's actually a kind of nylon hair that I haven't tried it yet, but I want to order because I've heard that it's a little softer than the regular nylon that I ordered the last time. It's called kiwi nylon, and I want to try to do a reroot with that and see how it feels, because the nylon that I have here on my house, I don't like it as much. In types of appearance, nylon, it's once again really plasticky, it's really shiny. So the doll doesn't have a completely natural look. But there are different types of nylon that I'm seeing in a few weeks right now. Like this doll, I have this doll, the very famous doll that came out last year, the Barbie Extra #1, if I'm not mistaken. This hair actually, I don't know like 100%, but I'm 99% sure that they use nylon hair on this doll, because to achieve these types of look and afro, there's one kind of nylon hair that they are selling right now that comes exactly like this. You just have to reroot it and you're good to go. I probably will buy some hanks of that nylon hair to do in a few dolls, and I also want to buy the kiwi nylon hair to do on one doll to see if I like the result or not, because right now I'm a Saran guy. I love Saran. I use it in 99% of my reroots so far. The last fiber that I want to talk to you about is the Nylon hair. don't try to buy Nylon like on a beauty shop, because the Nylon hair that they have, the fibers are very different from the ones that they use on dolls. But there are a few websites that still sell Nylon hair. I know because I buy my hair from a seller in the United Kingdom. Like most of my hair I buy from them. And I know that the factory that they used to work with that sold the Nylon hair just closed. So right now, the amount of Nylon hair options that you have are very limited. But I ordered a few months ago, and I'm actually doing a reroute on the Wonder Woman head with Nylon. And I can tell you that just by looking at it, it's not as shiny as Saran. It's very matte, and it's a little bit more silky. The touch, it feels better than Saran and Nylon. But like Saran, it's difficult to use if you want to curl or straighten the hair with a curling iron. Same as Saran, you have to use it on the low settings possible. You have to be very careful, always wet the hair and put some protective cream on the doll hair. Just do quick moves with a straightening iron and it should be fine. If you want to curl your doll hair with Nylon, it's a little bit more tricky than Saran because it does not hold the curls very well. So if you want to have like that wavy curly effect, just go with another fiber, it's fine. But Nylon, you still have a few stores that sell that type of hair. I don't know if you can find it on eBay. I tried to look it up and I didn't find anybody that sells Nylon, but actually in the United States and even in Europe, you have a few of the doll hair dealers that still have Nylon hair if you want to try to reroute a doll with it. Now I'm gonna tell you where you can buy your doll hair from. Like I said, I buy a lot of my doll hair from a seller in the United Kingdom. They actually changed the name of the company this year. It's the Doll Hair Emporium. This video is not sponsored, okay? I wish. They have great customer service. If you have some questions about your order or something like that, just email them. And actually in a few hours you get a response. I talked to them a few times now. They are pretty quick to replying to your questions, to send your packages. Of course, right now with all that's going on with the Brexit and with the pandemic, it's normal that you get a little delayed on the delivery of your product at home. But they are very good seller. I buy a lot of hair from them and I never had a problem. Everything came to my house and was perfect in little bags. So the Doll Hair Emporium, you can actually receive like a package like this, very nice. And then inside, of course, you have the doll hair. Let me just grab some of the doll hair that I got here. So you get this little package right here, which has the name of the color that you chose and the type of fiber. This is Celtic Hair Saran. When you're buying from the store, you can choose the amount of hair that you want to buy because they have different options. I think it starts from 15 or 25 grams until 100 grams. The prices vary, but like I said, the shipping is pretty expensive right now. I think it's about 10 pounds. So if you want to make an order, just do like I did. I ordered like a bunch of stuff and I saw the shipping price at 10, it's fine. As soon as it moved to 15 or 20, I stopped and just got like 5 or 6 packs of different types of hair. But just try to take advantage of the shipping price, 10 pounds. As many doll hairs you can put on that 10 pounds, just do it, because if you're buying just one hank of hair, it's 10 pounds and then you have to do it again. So just buy like 4 or 5 and you're good to go. Of course, with Nylon you get more colors than Saran, but actually they have a pretty vast collection of different colors that you can choose if you want to work with Saran. Let me show you now the Nylon that I ordered from them. See if I can find it here. Same as Saran, you have here the Nylon on the package. You have the name of the fiber, the name of the color, sorry, and the fiber. Like I said, not a huge fan of this hair, but I'm gonna try order from them the Kiwi nylon hair because they say it's softer. Let's see. And now I have here Nylon. As you can see, Nylon hair, not as shiny, very soft, and this color is actually pretty nice. I have to try this one. But yeah, these are the types of fibers that I work with regularly. The shops that I order from, so you can have an idea where you can buy your doll hair. In Europe, if you are in Europe, I totally recommend the Doll Hair Emporium. I'll put a link to their website below that you can find it. They're also on Instagram. I put a link to their Instagram also. Just go to the website because it's very easy to choose which type of hair you want, the different colors, everything. They have Nylon hair, they have nylon Saran, and they also have the curly Saran hair. So take advantage of that. I don't know in Nylon if they have that option, but I think not. But in nylon they have different types of options, like the hair to do this type of effect that I showed you a few minutes ago. And I think I'm gonna order that hair next month just to have a look and try it out. It's also nice to find new things to do. If you're from the US, there's actually a store from a person that I really like. Her name is Denisa Medrano. If you don't know her, just Google her name. I'm gonna put here her Instagram because she has lots of different ideas for you to make different types of hair with your dolls and hairstyles. And she has a store now called Doll Tress. She just sells nylon hair, the kiwi nylon hair. The shipping price, I think it starts at $10 outside of the US, and then inside the US it's around $5, I think. But she has all the information on the website. She actually used to work at Mattel a few years ago. I found her on YouTube, and actually I got lots of good tips from her YouTube channel. She doesn't upload as much as she used to, but I'll leave a link to her channel here down below because there's great videos there, great content if you want to customize your doll and do doll hair. She's a great teacher, trust me. Another American store that you can buy doll from is the restoredoll.com. They also have great customer service and a lot of options if you want to customize dolls. So go there. I've seen great reviews online, and they are a very trustworthy company, and they have different options and colors and stuff like that that you will need to make your dolls beautiful. These three stores are actually the ones that I wanted to talk to you about and recommend. You can also find on eBay some places selling Saran hair, and actually on AliExpress you have a doll store called Dollmart, if I'm not mistaken, that sells Saran hair also, but the shipping costs, it's not worth it. They are very high, and the hair just takes a few more days than you want to arrive at your place. From the store here in the UK, right now it takes about 3 weeks, but normally, I think when the pandemic is over, I used to order for them and got my hair like in 5 days. So it's really fast. And if you order on eBay or if you order on AliExpress, for example, it could take about 2 months, 2-3 months for the hair to arrive. So it's not a good option, especially if you're on the deadline, if you want your hair fast. Just go to these stores that I told you. They actually give you a tracking number so you can check where your order is at all times. So go and buy from them because they are very trustworthy and way better than just go and try your luck on eBay or on AliExpress. I use AliExpress for a lot of things, but not for doll hair. And that's a wrap for today's video. I really hope you like it and you learn some new things. If you have any questions regarding doll hair, please leave a comment down below and I'll answer you right away. I will do a few more customizing videos in the future where I can show you different techniques like flocking your doll's hair, doing a full reroot because I've done a few tutorials but not how to finish your reroot, but that one is coming, don't worry. And if you want another doll hair video, probably I'll make it another one in the future. Until then, thank you so much again for watching and I'll see you again next Monday. Bye bye!